for a podcast like this, unlike Sports Center or unlike what I do, you don't have to put the guest on, and he doesn't have to say, well, Nick Saban is the best. We all know that. We all know who Nick Saban is. The question is, where is he today? And I feel confident about Alabama this fall, but for all of those people who say, well, they only lost 2 games last year on the last play, they're not telling the truth. The real picture is they also won 2 games on the last play and won another game in the last 45 seconds. And it could have gone badly. It didn't. So Nick Saban escaped. He's brilliant at that. And now what happens? And I couldn't tell you about Tyler Buckner. I mean, I don't have enough data to give you an honest opinion. I mean, I know what he's good at. I know what he's bad at. Tommy Rees, same thing. I'll spare you what you already know. Puzzling is being charitable, Matt.
So before we move on from the SEC, I want to wrap it up with this. SEC Media Days in a week. You'll be there. The show will be there. It's an absolute circus. It's a gong show what Media Days has turned into. Your biggest storyline prior to SEC Media Days is what?
I think once you push Kirby Smart's situation off the table, which I think it will be handled within 5 minutes, it is what happens next with Nick Saban, and can he hold serve against Brian Kelly? Matt, a lot of pundits, which is essentially what Media Day is about LSU having moved into that position. I don't buy it. I think Alabama is still very strong. I think the LSU-Alabama game being in Tuscaloosa matters a lot in favor of the Crimson Tide. So, but what if we're wrong? What if Brian Kelly has really already changed the dynamics in such a short period of time? So I'm focused, as I usually am, on Saban, but this is without a doubt one of the most intriguing media days with Nick Saban that we've ever had. Could
I tempt you with the return of Hugh Freeze back in the SEC? Did you think, hell, 2 years ago that was even a possibility? You know me, I was the one always saying he needs a second chance, get him back in the league because he knows how to win. But we didn't think it would happen, and here it is. Not only did it happen, he's on the other side of the Iron Bowl now.
And not only did it happen, Matt, it happened flawlessly. All the hue and cry about what he did or didn't do or why he got fired, it was over in 5 seconds. He handled his introduction brilliantly. I've seen Hugh a couple of times at events, and he's just very cool. You know Hugh very well, and I give him an A++ for the way he's handled it. And not only that, the Auburn fans are just enthusiastic.
Really? I mean, they're on board now?
They are on board. And it has as much to do with the person he replaced. Brian Harsin, no debating here whether he's a good football coach. He was a terrible fit, not his fault. He took the job. But he neutered any level of enthusiasm. Freeze has said, you know what, I know this league. I'm not afraid of big bad Nick Saban. I've already beaten him twice. I can handle these guys, and Auburn fans are just clapping and screaming and chanting and think that they're back. It won't take much for Hugh Freeze to seal that deal, and I think he's got a good chance of doing it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.